So, Kate, chewing gum sales drop like constantly, like they've been dropping a lot, and they're blaming the iPhone / just smartphones in general. Chewing gum down. Chewing gum sales way down.
Because people are looking at their phone, they're not chewing gum?
So, first off, they show that back in 2008, the gum sales were up 4% year over year, right?
Okay.
And then the next year, 5%, and then it's been pretty much down every year since. With the last date plotted on here in 2017, the gum sales down 15% overall, basically since the iPhone came out. Gum sales down 15%. So your initial guess was that people are either satisfying the urge to chew gum by looking at their phone?
Mm-hmm.
Close.
I mean, you can't chew gum and look at your phone at the same time?
That's exactly right. Yeah,
right?
That's an old saying, right?
Right.
Okay, so when do you typically buy gum, Kate?
I don't know, but I always feel like I have a pack of gum in my purse or in the car.
Okay. Do you buy a pack at a time, or do you buy like a box of gum? Or
I don't buy a box. I'll probably buy a couple at a time. Like,
okay.
Let's say 2 or 3 at a time.
And where do you buy them?
Gas station.
Gas station. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it because you just see it there, or deliberately went to the gas station knowing that you needed to get gum?
I don't go to the gas station for gum, but
Okay.
while I'm at the gas station, I'll get gum.
Is it because you see the gum?
Well, I always have gum around, though. So it's kind of like it's something, I'm almost out of gum in the car, so I got to grab a pack.
Okay, so the guess that they have on this analyst guess says that he thinks the reason why is that people are too distracted at point of purchase.
Oh.
At the grocery store. So instead of just like and looking at People Magazine or the Inquirer or gum or whatever other point of purchase sales, too busy looking at their phone to be tempted by the gum, Kate.
That's a good theory.
Yeah.
Because I quit looking at the candy bars because they're so expensive.
Is that what happened there?
Most times.
Are you a check the phone in the line at the grocery store kind of person?
Depends how long the line is, and depends if I'm by myself. If I have my children with me, no. I'm usually like paying attention to what they're doing.
Right. Same minus the children part.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, long line, all right, I'll check Twitter or whatever.
Right.
But if it's... I'm distracted enough at the grocery store just watching people. You know, people watching.
Yeah. If I'm by myself, I usually have my headphones in. So I'm usually listening to something. So I'm not usually checking my phone.
Oh, so when you shop, you're listening to something the whole time?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel like that helps me not buy things that I don't need. I feel like that helps me stay to what I'm there for.
Maintains your focus.
Mm-hmm.
You could potentially, with you, you and I both have access to microphones.
Mm-hmm.
So you could just read your list. I guess everybody does, because you could use your phone, voice memos.
Yeah.
You could just read your list of items and just have that play on a loop in your head as you're shopping.
I don't know that I want to listen to myself like that. I think that listening to my voice inside my head is enough.
Okay. That's fair. Yeah. Once again, same here.
That's a good idea, though. Then you just have it repeating and keep looking at your basket. Wait, did I miss one?
Yeah.
Okay.
That might make you a bit mad, but...
a little bit.
I'm still a fan. And actually, that's the one consistent time that my pen and paper come out, Kate, is if I'm like, okay, I don't think I can keep all the things I need in my brain.
Right.
Especially if there's a one-off thing, like I went to Sam's yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
And I knew I didn't want to blow it. I needed to get generic Claritin. So I made sure to write that down with some other things. It's not something I get on a regular basis. I get 400 at a time. Which, by the way, just brings it out to like 3 cents a pop, by the way.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm notorious for getting home, unloading groceries, putting something away, and seeing that we're low on something else and going, doggone it, we were just at the stupid store. Yep. That is like my always.
Yeah, it's rough. Luckily, it doesn't happen to me too awful much, but I'll come home and be like, oh, you fool.
Right?
Yeah, because I try to snake my way through Sam's, because that's where I get the majority of my food these days.
Mm-hmm.
I try to snake through, like, strategically, but if I get distracted, it may throw me off, and then, whoops, forgot to get mushroom. Sucks. It's a horrible feeling.
Yep.
It's like, but wait, I only like to go to the grocery store every week and a half to 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Now I've got to go back. And at that point, I would just go to Price Chopper just to grab a thing.
Just to grab a thing. I'm trying to avoid going to the store for a thing.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Yeah. Do we really need that thing? Can it wait until we actually go to the store?
Well, at least at that point, you can do 10 items or fewer, whatever the number is. Or about 12 items.
Oh, in the speedy line?
Mm-hmm. It's like, that's 20 items, I can tell. That is not about 12.
Yeah, but in the self-check items, or the self-check lines, they don't have quantities anymore. It's just, go the self-checker.
Oh, yeah, I'm talking about the one. Because there's still a lot of stores that don't have the self-checkout that still have the 10 items or fewer set up.
Oh.
Or 12 items, whatever the number is.
Yeah. I just always go the self-check.
Even if you have a full grocery cart, you do?
Yeah.
Wow.
Especially if there's no line.
At the self-checkout.
If there's no line, like why? Yeah. If there's no line, I'm checking myself.
What if there's no line? Well, before you wreck yourself.
You know it.
What if there's no one in line at the cashier? If there's a cashier checking people out and there's no one in line there?
I might go that way. I'm more likely to go that way when there's no line.
I just feel like they're so much more efficient at scanning and bagging.
Well, I like to bag things in like items.
Okay.
And that doesn't always, if you're rushed because people are behind you, you can't always get things on the belt the way that you want them. And if the cashier isn't the one bagging, the guy who's bagging is just putting them in bags. He doesn't care, just put them in bags. But I like all my vegetables in one bag. I like all my bread in one bag. And
But you have to do all the bagging in this.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah. But when I get home, then it's like super easy. There it is.
Yeah, I can't do a lot because you talk about people being behind you in line, and so this is when you have a person checking you out, right? The cashier.
Right.
I mean, people are always checking you out, but in this case,
always
right, ringing your items up. But,
especially at the grocery store, because that's when I'm looking hot.
Yeah. So get those jeggings going.
Yesterday's makeup and dry shampoo and
that's the look. That's the hot look these days, I hear.
Yeah.
So I feel more panicky at the self-checkout than I'm going to be causing a line behind me. You know? Whereas I can blame the cashier if they're going slow. But yeah, it's so tough. Tough to make that decision.
Yeah. Kind of like there's other self-checkouts. You can go to the other ones. You picked the self-checkout. That's what you're up against.
Sometimes there's only so many self-checkouts.
True. But just like with somebody else, they have to wait. I say take your time, Matt. Take a deep breath.
I can't.
You can.
Too self-conscious, Kate.
You should try it.
Okay, well, we are about growing on this show, so...
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Matt, have you not ever had to wait for somebody?
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Okay. And you lived. These people will live when they wait for you to finish self-checking out.
I know.
They're not going to slash your tires. They're not going to follow you home and egg your house.
I don't want to slow their lives down.
Matt.
What?
You should worry about your life. Let them worry about their lives.
Thanks, Kate.
You're welcome.
Now at Sam's, I do the scan and go.
Yes. It's the only way to go.
Yeah, as I'm putting things into the cart. Yeah, if you are a Sam's patron, there we go. Use the Scan and Go app. It's amazing. Just scan them as you put them in.
I mean, I want to walk up to people in those lines, Matt, and be like, do you guys know that you don't have to be in this line? You don't have to be here. I mean, if you're paying cash, I guess you do have to be here. But you don't have to be like 9 carts deep where people can't even walk by. Yeah, like you don't have to do this.
Scan and Go. I feel like they've done a good job advertising that feature, but maybe not.
Yeah, now Kevin Hart had a Sam's Club commercial about Scan and Go for the Super Bowl.
Oh, did he? About Sam's?
Yeah. Scan and Go.
Sam's had an add-on for the...
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
With Kevin Hart.
With Kevin Hart.
That means they're spending big bucks, not just for the spot, but for the celebrity.
You don't think Kevin Hart sells out at a low cost? Probably not.
No. Because he's really busy right now. He's doing lots of advertising.
I wonder if that cost me more at Sam's last time I went, paying for Kevin Hart's endorsement fee.
Probably.
Damn it.
Check the price of your mushrooms.
Yeah, I will. Well, yeah, Sam's. It's a great time.
Good times, great oldies. Yeah, I just ran out of something the other night, and I was like, doggone it. I was just at Sam's Club. Why didn't I get tomato sauce? Oh, yeah.
I picked up like a dozen cans of diced tomatoes for chili, Kate. So we still got some chili season left.
Yep.
Yeah, we do. Mm-hmm.
But you do diced tomatoes and not Rotel?
Well, it's varied over. Last year I used Rotel a couple of times.
Yeah.
This time around I feel pretty good. I dice up my own onion and dice up a bunch of jalapeno to throw in there.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that gets me beyond what Rotel would do.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Okay. Just making sure I got scared for a second. I was blowing it.
No, I was just curious.
And recently I had some tomatoes that were going on me. And I was like, okay, you're going in. Even though America's Test Kitchen says that the diced tomatoes are a far more efficient way to make your chili.
Oh, but I love fresh tomatoes.
I was like, I got to get these tomatoes out of my house.
Okay, so we've got a basket of produce on our counter, and it's mostly fruit. It's mostly apples and Cuties, but every now and then I'll throw a couple of tomatoes in there. I was looking for my last tomato the other night because I wanted to make a little sandwich with some tomato slices, and I couldn't find the tomato. I'm like, did I eat it? Did I not know? Because I'm the only tomato eater in my family. Lame.
That is, yeah.
But I guess then I don't have to share. But Monty came home from work and put the tomato in the fruit basket. I'm like, what's happening? He's like, I thought it was an apple.
Oh, what a bummer.
I'm like, what? And he was like, I didn't turn on the light in the kitchen. I'm like, you didn't notice by the way that tomato felt?
Yeah.
It was not that, like, unripe yet. Like, it was not that new. It was like, it was dark. I was tired. I was like, okay.
At least he didn't take a bite out of it, or did he?
At least he didn't, like, bruise it all to hell. Yeah.
Throw it in his bag or whatever?
Right. He brought it back, and it was nice. I used it that night.
So your fruit basket is on your counter?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Well, I thought you had a strict, especially tomatoes must be refrigerated kind of rule.
Well, I do one in, one out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like one in the fridge, one out. Like I don't put them all in the fridge.
Okay.
And I have in this fruit basket, I overbought Cuties, but half of the Cuties are in the fridge because we like them cold. And the other half are on the counter so that when you take one out of the fridge, you put one back in.
Is it because you want decoration on your counter?
No, not at all. I would get rid of the basket if I could.
Save fridge space?
No, I don't want them all in the fridge because we bought a God's Plenty of Cuties because we're going through them. And then apples, the kids want them on the counter so that they're not cold. They can just grab them.
Oh, yeah. Cold apple can.
And I'm afraid if they're in the pantry, is that like less light and they're going to get like wrinkly quicker because it's dark. So there's only a couple in there. It's fine.
Okay. Well, a while back, I mentioned that I had ran across some YouTube video I think it was a YouTube video where the dude was like, when you put the tomatoes in the refrigerator, it damages the genetics and you're going to end up with a worse tomato. Remember that?
Yeah.
And you told me, I don't care. I want a crisp.
I think he's full of lies.
Well, I ended up on an episode of America's Test Kitchen like I do.
Right.
And, oh gosh, I need to know the names of these people on the show. One of the main women on that show was like, hey, we've tested all this stuff. Put your produce in the fridge. It's fine.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I also like the taste of a cold tomato slice on a sandwich versus a hot tomato slice.
Room temperature.
It feels hot.
Okay. Okay. It's not like you're required to microwave it and then throw it on your sandwich.
Right. Same thing with tomatoes on your salad or your tacos. I want them to be cold.
Okay.
I know.
Well, I feel better about it after America's Test Kitchen said it was okay. And then I thought, why do I trust these random one-off dudes on YouTube?
Well, especially, are you trusting what they're saying versus what your flavor is telling you? Because I've known for years the people say, like, even when you buy those little grape tomatoes, it says, please don't refrigerate me. I'm like, you don't know me. And I put you in my fridge because I like you better cold.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think it's because it does do something to the tomato, but America's Test Kitchen has actually done the tasting of the tomatoes. And I'm like, nope, Seems fine to us. And so they encourage produce in the fridge. I'm still a little bit scared, but you're right. I mean, I had produce in the fridge forever. I had tomatoes in there forever until random YouTube video told me, "Whoop, watch out! You're damaging the genetics of the tomato, and it's going to be a less exciting tomato." I thought maybe I was missing out, Kate. FOMO, tomato FOMO.
Yeah, I think you should trust what you like, though.
Also known as tomofomo.
Tomofomo?
Tomofomo, yeah.
I did watch a video last night on Instagram of these guys taking 2 cans of Pringles, sour cream and onion Pringles. They put them in a pan with a little bit of water, and they stirred it up and added a little bit of butter, and it was mashed potatoes, and they said it was the best mashed potatoes. I'm like, where the hell was that when I was in college? But
yeah, see?
But it's also like not enough for me to be like, I'm going to try this now.
No, you don't desire to make...
I don't think so.
That's all they used was just Pringles?
Yeah, just Pringles.
That's fantastic.
And Elliot was like, I know what we're doing this weekend. I'm like, I don't think so.
Oh, come on, Kate.
I know.
For the children.
It just kind of looked like baby food. They said it tasted great.
God.
They said it doesn't look like real mashed potatoes, but it tasted great. And I'm like, I don't know about that.
I could see integrating them into a true thing of mashed potatoes.
What does that mean?
Well, so you actually make mashed potatoes and then you just infuse it with some Pringles?
Oh, okay, gotcha. Thank you. Yeah. I could see that. If you, yeah. But they were talking about if you don't have time to make mashed potatoes, but you really want mashed potatoes, get 2 cans of Pringles.
Well, I guess instant potatoes have been around for a long time, right?
Right.
But those look more like actual potatoes than this. You described it looking like baby food.
Yeah, it was
not appetizing.
No. But they said the sour cream's already in it. You just add a little bit of butter and it's golden.
Okay. Oh, man. Yeah, that's a good... And you mentioned, where was that when I was in college?
Yeah.
That's a good point. Kids these days, I mean, come on. Are you really appreciating the video technology that teaches you how to make mashed potatoes out of Pringles? I don't know if you are. I don't know if you are. Oh, so used up. So, well, that's a good hack. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Since we're on the topic, can you think of any other food hacks, Kate?
Food hacks.
Yeah.
I just made Old Chicago pepperoni rolls the other day in my air fryer with a can of crescent rolls and pepperoni slices and mozzarella cheese, and they were amazing.
So it's trying to approximate the same dish that Old Chicago Pizza has?
Yeah.
Okay.
They've got these appetizers, the pizza rolls, and they look like little pepperoni roll-ups. They're so cute, but they're delicious. And instead of making stromboli, I tried to make these, and the girls have asked for these every night for like the last 2 weeks.
Nice.
Because they were so good. I'm like, oh, way to go, mama.
So you use a crescent roll and then typical pizza toppings and then air fried it? Is that what you said?
I just did, I did crescent rolls, and I rolled it out like you're going to do a pizza, and then I did pepperoni, and I did mozzarella, and then I rolled it. And then I cut them into little like pinwheel size pieces.
Okay.
Air fried it. And oh my goodness, they were good.
That does sound good.
Yeah.
I'm glad I asked.
Little ranch, little marinara. You're good.
Nom.
Mm-hmm.
Although I'm kind of meh on ranch on pizza, but.
Yeah, you're not doing it right then.
I know it. Well.
You're not doing homemade ranch. That's your problem.
That's right. You and your homemade ranch.
Yeah.
Guys, so fancy over there.
Bottle ranch and pizza? No. Homemade ranch and pizza? Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because that was one of my contentions, and still is, actually. And probably the best example is Gumby's. Do you ever have Gumby's pizza?
Not sober.
Not sober? Well, that's a good call. My roommate, my sophomore year in college, had told me that he couldn't eat Gumby's anymore because he had it once and he thought he was going to die.
Oh, no.
Because it was coming out of all ends.
Oh, no.
Yeah. But that pizza comes with ranch. It comes with a decent serving of ranch on the side. And my point was, if it comes standard with some kind of dipping, ranch especially, or like Papa John's does the same thing too with its garlic butter.
Garlic butter.
Yeah.
But they say that garlic butter is like for your crust, right? Like it's a added bonus for like breadstick, right? Or are you supposed to dip your pizza in the garlic butter?
I got the impression I've seen people mostly, use it on every part of the pizza.
Oh, I don't do the garlic butter, so I thought it was just for the bread, like the crust.
Well, if you're eating pizza and you've got ranch, do you dip the cheese part of the pizza into the ranch, or do you save the ranch for
sometimes?
Right. So
yeah, I just assumed the garlic butter was for the crust. I didn't know it was for the whole pizza. Okay.
Well, you know what happens when you assume.
I do, but I didn't think people would dip pizza into butter, but I guess they do. So
saw you me's is what happens.
Yeah,
when you rearrange that word. Huh. Yeah. My point was, if it comes mandatory with some kind of dipping sauce, that it might be questionable pizza. They're trying to get you that sauce to get it by, make it acceptable.
Or you just like the addition of flavor with it. Maybe I get it when you're saying when it comes mandatory.
Yes.
Like it comes with. But I do like to do a little ranch on the side.
I like the pizza joints that have a whole bunch of different things out.
Yeah.
You know, you can get your Parmesan, you can get your crushed red pepper, you could get your ranch, you can get honey, you could get Tabasco or a different hot sauce.
Yeah.
Load up that, have a little condiment bar. I encourage.
There you go.
If you're a pizza proprietor, the people want more condiments. For their pizza. However, don't ship every piece with a thing of ranch because that's suspect. Yeah. All right. How long have you had an air fryer?
Christmas.
Okay,
Yep.
So you're making you're approximating old Chicago style pizza bite things. What were they called again?
Pepperoni rolls. Yeah.
Anything else? Any other fun things you're cooking in there?
Like from scratch or like reheating things?
Doesn't matter.
We did reheat some pizza in there the other day.
Okay.
Because we did like, we brought home a lot of pizza from a thing. So we had a ton of pizza. And I was ready to throw out the pizza because it was like, you guys, we're never going to eat all this pizza. And then we popped the pieces in the air fryer and it was like we were at the pizza joint. It was fantastic.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it was like amazing.
What kind of air fryer do you have? The kind with the drawer or?
We have the drawer and it is the Ninja air fryer. Yeah. Except for I don't think it was really fancy. I think it was more like, oh, that's a good price.
Well, America's Test Kitchen recommends the drawer kind, so good job, Kate.
Thanks. Didn't do any of the shopping.
Or good job, Monty.
Yep, Monty.
Way to go, Mont.
Way to go, Monty.
Didn't blow it this time.
Nope. Got it.
How many slices of pizza can you put in there at one point for reheating?
These were the square pieces, so we put 4 in at a time. You could probably put 3 triangle pieces in there.
And they're not stacked, right?
They're not. They're side by side. Yeah.
Oh, that's a big air fryer.
It's a good size.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
What are some other things? Obviously, we're doing chicken nuggets in there.
Obviously.
I did ham and cheese sandwiches in there. Those were kind of good, where it was like toasty bread. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like we do a lot in there, but I'm trying to.
Nice.
Oh, I made donuts with a can of biscuits. Yeah.
Cool. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Did you consult a source, or did these ideas pop up in front of you, or?
Oh, Pinterest, for sure.
Pinterest.
Yeah.
You have an air fryer board?
No, I haven't pinned anything. I just search.
Oh. You don't pin things on Pinterest?
Sometimes. I have not pinned anything in a long time since we moved into our house, because everything I was pinning was for the house. Now we're in the house, and so it's kind of like, well. But it seems like the only thing I go to Pinterest for are recipes or how to do something like air fryer. So I probably should put an air fryer board together, but I haven't.
Yeah, so you just searched air fryer and then started scrolling through some recipes?
I searched specifically for what I was looking for. So like donuts with a can of biscuits in the air fryer.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Or pizza in the air fryer. So I could get like an idea on time. Yeah. A lot of it's just playing around with it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do really recommend. So I've got a toaster oven that's got convection, which is kind of what an air fryer is doing. But many people, their oven itself has a convection built in. You might, right?
I do not.
You do not have a convection?
I do. Sorry.
Yeah, where you have the fan.
But it's not the same.
Well, sure. One of the biggest drawbacks is you've got to heat up a whole oven.
Right.
Instead of a small appliance. So
right.
If you've got one, it'd be preferable to use an air fryer or one of those toaster ovens that has that kind of technology in it, the fan that blows the heat around.
And there's lots of different settings on our air fryer. It's just, I feel like we use the air fry setting the most.
Oh.
I think there's reheat, there's bake, there's like 2 more.
Oh, so you can use it as just a little toaster oven then, more or less.
Yeah. I made garlic toast in there the other night when we had spaghetti. Yeah.
Sounds good. You still on the pre-minced garlic?
Yeah.
I don't blame you. It takes a...
Yep.
I don't know if we talked about it on the show or not, but I have moved to actual garlic cloves.
Yeah.
And that is a to-do. It does take some time. I do the move where you smash them with the knife, with the fat edge of the knife, and then peel and then dice. But yeah, it can be a to-do. There can be times where I'm like, this garlic clove is not complying, and I need to hurry up and catch up to the food. The food is cooking. Chopping garlic.
I do the move where you go to the fridge and you grab it and either squeeze it out or you get a spoonful and keep on moving.
Done. Got to keep on moving.
Yeah.
All right. I do feel the trade-off there. I do feel like the regular garlic cloves are better. Like there's whatever pickling agent or whatever they're using inside the pre-minced garlic adds some kind of sweetness to it or something that I'm not really a big fan of. And I'm like, okay, fine. It's worth the extra time to...
There you go.
Dice this thing up. Yeah.
See, it's like the tomatoes. You got to trust what you like.
That's right. Yeah. You do you.
That's right.
Very important lesson here on Matt and Kate.
Wordle, crisis averted. Wordle's not broken. You just need to refresh.
What about your streaks? Is that what you're talking about?
No, it was just people freaked out when there were 2 correct answers on Wordle, but the New York Times said that they were just adjusting the master word list, and so everyone just needs to refresh their browser.
Oh. Phew.
Yeah.
The other day was my first fail. I did not get it.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What was the word?
Oh, I think it was aroma.
Oh.
Yeah. It's brutal.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does. But I'm okay. I recovered.
Yeah.
I didn't put away a whole box of Boda Box.
How's that going, by the way? You got any left?
I ended up buying more.
Yes.
And then when I was at Sam's, I bought another one.
Yep.
I like it. It is pretty good.
Did you go with the same flavor of Redvolution, or did you get the Midnight Nighthawk? Can't remember what it's called.
At Sam's, at least as far as I could see, all they have is the Redvolution and then one of the non-reds.
Okay.
So all I've tried so far is Redvolution.
Okay. I like the dark blue one.
The dark blue case, the dark blue packaging.
Yeah, and I can't remember if it's like Nighthawk or Midnight something.
The wine itself is red, yes.
Yes, red wine. But one of the descriptions for that particular wine is jammy.
I like that.
Yes.
To me, the best thing about it is you just pour as you go. You know?
Yeah.
Like a bottle of wine. That's a whole... I was thinking about this just last night. I was like, if I were to get bottles of wine, I'd probably have to commit to putting a whole bottle of wine down, right?
That's kind of where we're at, because I don't particularly love wine the next day from the bottle. So I'm like, okay, Monty, you ready to do a bottle tonight or no?
Let's do this.
I just want a glass.
Yeah, so it's nice you can just go up there and pour. I wish that was a more popular thing, because I think maybe there are some beers you can get that way. Like, wasn't there like a miniature Heineken keg that you could get? Feels like something I've seen, maybe.
I don't.
But it'd be nice if beer were more available, and maybe there's something about it that makes it not bag/boxable.
Right.
But I have done that move before. I don't know if you ever do this. You open up a beer, and then the next morning, you're like, oh, there's a full beer. That happens to me, Kate.
Wounded soldiers. Yeah.
And no, I'm not in college.
Yep.
Young at heart. Old at liver.
Oh, true story.
Old at liver, yeah.
Especially with everything they have on the market now. If they had that when we were in college, Matt, I just, woof.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I'm curious, because craft beer really took off after you and I were out of college, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think my senior year of college, there's a couple times we'd go to Lawrence to drink Boulevard on special.
Okay. Boulevard Wheat was like it.
Yeah, I was not buying Boulevard Wheat at the liquor store.
Right. Yeah, because you think poor college student. Yeah,
probably couldn't. Could you?
I'm curious. Yeah, if I were to be back in college now, would I be drinking 30 Stones or would I be drinking some kind of craft brew?
Well, and it was just it was Thursday nights, and it was on 23rd Street, and I think it's like a sushi place now.
Was it Molly something?
No, not Molly McGee's.
Okay.
Loved Molly McGee's. That was on Iowa.
Okay.
But it's they had Boulevard draws for $2 on Thursdays.
Damn.
So some of us from Leavenworth would drive to Lawrence to drink Boulevard Wheat on tap, and then have somebody drive us home. And there's a couple nights I stayed in Lawrence with a couple of friends instead of going back to Leavenworth because I was like, it's too far. I don't want to go.
So that's why all you Leavenworth people were in town.
On Thursday nights, yeah.
Booze, of course.
Mm-hmm.